Good morning. I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing my beachwear this morning. We're not actually down to the beach. Well, we sort of are, but we're not really mainly going there. There's a little sort of semi-mobile but permanent spa with a sauna just down there. For her Christmas present from her brother, Tamsin got a voucher for a sauna session. So we've not used it yet, and now that it's June, we thought we better had. So we're wandering down there to sit in a sauna. I'm kind of looking forward to going in there and sitting and staring into the middle distance for an hour. And let's go and see how it is. We've got all our really important stuff, our swimwear, our towels, big bottle of water. So that's all the essentials for sitting in a sauna, I think. Also a little freezer bag to put this camera in, because the last thing I want is it exploding. Fingers crossed the lithium battery is at least reasonably good, but this will be the first big test for the camera in extreme temperatures. If you hear about a big fireball in the south of the country, then you know what's happened. And in the distance you can see the pod coming up just on the other side of the bridge, so there's no one in there. Hopefully we'll not be sharing with half a dozen strangers in that case. Wow, it's so hot in here. It's so hot in there. It's really gorgeous though. I've been in about 10 minutes, so just having a quick break. There's a plunge pool just to the side of me, which you can probably see. Not a big fan of cold water, so I'm not going in there, I don't think, but I've had a big drink of water. But yes, it is baking and it's absolutely fantastic in there. So 5 minutes and I'll go back in. Okay, that's enough. Just quickly, this is the view that you have from the sauna. Look at that, the rocks are still out on the beach, but it is a really nice view. Wow, that was so much more refreshing than I thought. I really enjoyed that. The sauna was lovely, the view from the window was fantastic, so the view out over the window goes right over the beach. The plunge pool outdoors was really refreshing as well, so I had a fantastic time. As you can see, I just had a little swim in the sea, which was good, and now I'm just drying off a little bit before I go home for some lunch. I'm famished now, and yeah, I guess I'd better make myself a sandwich quite soon. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but one of the lifeguards is running down the beach. They look like they're about to go and rescue someone or do something dramatic. Nope, they're just moving the flags, never mind. We're back home and we're showered and freshened up and cooled down, and we're both absolutely starving. We should probably just have a sandwich, but we've decided we're going to have a treat, so we are going back to one of the restaurants over there and we are about to have a yummy pizza. And that's us on our way back to the beach again. We're heading towards Rosie's Bistro for our pizza. I think I will probably have the 4 cheese one because that's my favourite, but let's see what the options are. Before we get started, this is Tamsin's pizza. I'm really hoping that that's chunks of potatoes on it, because if not, that means it's pineapple, and that doesn't sound like a very nice thing at all to me. And this is my pizza. It changed slightly while I was doing my ordering, so I know it doesn't look like a normal pizza, but don't judge, please. Well, they don't do 4 cheese pizzas here, so that's why I've changed to fish and chips. They do the absolute best fish and chips you can imagine here. So, bon appetit! Right, I'm full of fish and chips, and just across the road they are starting up a bit of live music. So instead of going home, I guess I'll be going over there instead. I wasn't planning to be out all day, so this is turning into a bit of an impromptu day out.
And I don't think it's long.
They seem very good, but I think they keep forgetting the words of something because we've heard the same first verse about 15 times now. Well, I have to say, I'm really impressed with that music. Once they got going, they were brilliant. I stayed far longer than I was planning to stay. Not that I was planning to go there in the first place, it was sheer chance that we ended up listening to them, but I still ended up staying much longer than planned. I'm a bit burnt in my neck, I don't know if you can see it. But it's stinging, so I guess I'm going to go and have to find out where the aloe vera is hidden now. Unfortunately, this also means that I didn't go to the shops today. So guess what I will be having for dinner? I will be having flour. Perhaps with some paprika as well, because I've got loads of that. And definitely with some basil. Yum. Good morning! Today I'm mostly going to be feeling burnt after a really good day yesterday. I'm not sure if you can see my arms, but they are quite sore and quite red. I'm just going into my Monday morning meeting now, so no doubt my medical colleagues will all be looking at me disapprovingly, and I think in fairness I probably deserve it. I should have put some sun cream on, though I didn't think I'd be out for particularly long. Lesson learnt, it's cloudy and overcast today, and I am coated in sun cream this morning. So if that's not a perfect example of shutting the stable door after the horse has bolted, I don't know what is. Off I go. Right, lesson learned from last week. I have made sure that I have my keys this time. And that's me away from work and off to the supermarket now. I was hoping to show you the sneeze cupboard on the way back, but they were restocking it. So that'll be a treat for another day. So yes, you'll get to see the sneeze cupboard in all its glory fairly soon, but not just now.